So the frog spirit is saying take a vacation. Well, you have to learn to pull back your energy and say no to certain things, which is risky because your ego is going to say, well, Michelle, I have to get this. Hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We are here for a Lionsgate reading. It is 888. As you guys know, 2024 adds up to 8. So we are literally in an 888 portal. And these portals always seem to bring an energy of whatever we're thinking and feeling. The universe is kind of swooping in, taking it and projecting it into our future. So we want to make sure our thoughts are very clean and tidy and what we want to be creating. If we're in something heavy right now, that's okay, honor it, but try not to dwell on what you're experiencing. It's always good to become the observer of our emotions and our feelings and not be identifying with them, okay? So we're allowed to let emotions and feelings move through us like waves, right, of the ocean. We're going to be the ocean. We're not going to be the wave. You're not identifying with the wave. You're identifying as the ocean who has waves every once in a while, and you go through phases. Okay, so don't identify with the emotion or the feeling right now. Just let it be there, let it wash through you, and trust that whatever you've been manifesting, that wave is making space and clearing out the old so you can make space for the new. Okay, so let's open up some sacred space. I got my Palo Santo, which is my favorite energy clearing tool. I like to use sage too and lavender water. I usually do Palo Santo on my body and my house, and then I go around after and spray lavender water to create like a protective bubble. But the Palo just smells so delicious. I like it better than sage. So I've also been using this wonderful feather in all of my Reiki sessions, moving the smoke all throughout my house. All right, let's call in our guides and our angels. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please open sacred space. Please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Bless me. Bless my cards. Bless my viewers. Got some more cards over here. I have my whole stash. I just had a feeling like somebody's like, I love watching these readings. I do too, you guys. I sit down and I'm like, yes, I can't wait to see what's going to come through. You weren't supposed to light up again. Yeah, there we go. We want to put you out, not let you up. Okay, here we go. This is my favorite part of the day. What is Spirit going to tell us today? Okay, and a lot of you guys love my Mega Magic deck, so I'm going to start with that. Every time I hop on a personal reading with somebody from YouTube, they're like, we love your deck. It has such good messages. And you know why I created this deck? Is because I would watch other readers and I would look at all their different decks, and it was like, I liked some messages from some decks, and then other decks didn't have those messages. Like I like animals, I like numbers, I like healing tools, breakdown that builds character, all of those little phrases that I channeled from this deck, or into this deck, I should say. I channeled every message myself. I did it within like an hour one night. And it's kind of like a combination of every sign I've ever wanted to get from the universe. And I put it into this deck because now I can say, all right, cool. Like it makes me feel good when I see a spirit animal, right, come out of this deck. It makes me feel good when I see an angel number. So when you're creating decks or when you're buying a deck, you want to make sure you're using a tool that makes you feel good. You don't want to be feeling low vibrational after a reading. Really pay attention to that. That's the first message. If you're watching other readers, if you're pulling cards for yourself, and if you feel a low vibration after you're pulling the card or watching the reading, really check in with yourself and say, should I be doing this? Did I not open sacred space? Is this a low vibration that is hijacked? Does the person doing the reading carry a low vibration? Be really, really, really careful about the content that you're consuming. Low vibrations can hide in spiritual people as well. Okay, so make sure the person that you're watching, make sure you know their spiritual practice. Make sure you, I always say, don't take advice from somebody you wouldn't trade lives with. So just be mindful of that, because not everybody There's a lot of people who have over 100,000 subscribers, but they're not fully in their heart chakra yet. And they can kind of talk at you and make you feel like you're doing something wrong. So really be mindful of that and be mindful of why you attracted that to you. Does that represent childhood? Are you feeling like, wow, that's how my mom used to talk to me, or that's how my dad used to talk to me, and now I'm attracting it in other characters in my movie? And now I'm seeing, wow, they are kind of like dictating and telling me what to do. Where a reading should be an offering. It's spirit offering advice, offering suggestions. And sometimes I get on my high horse and I feel like spirit is pushing me to kind of like yell at you guys. Like somebody needs to clean up their diet. Somebody needs to do this. But I also believe we can do it in a loving, open heart chakra way. So I tell all of my clients, when you're watching a reader, when you're watching content on YouTube, ask yourself, does this person have an open heart? Are they soft and loving? Are they trying to bring the message forth with love and compassion? Or are they doing it to be seen? Okay. Wow. Okay. So we have they are pulling on your energy, pull back your energy, and take a vacation. We got the frog card. So somebody's pulling on your energy, pull back a bit, take a vacation and rest. And take a vacation could mean literally just stop working, meaning like around your house. Stop doing. You know, as soon as you get home from work, maybe just tell yourself no chores. I'm just going to take a bath, grab a yummy drink, which I just made a post on my shorts on YouTube. I was like, it feels like fall. I have my back door open right now. I can feel the breeze and it's gloomy and it's cool. It's like 70 degrees here. So I got my flannel on and I feel all cozied up. I'm going to watch a movie later. I got a yummy drink. But it's kind of like no need to do more, no need to create, no need to do laundry. Just pull back your energy during this portal and allow the universe to take what you're manifesting from you. Okay, so be still so the universe can find you. And then it's going to take your thoughts and what you've been imagining, your DoorDash orders, and it's going to go and materialize it for you. Yeah, okay. Moving forward. Whoa. God says just do it. I went to my sister's house yesterday or 2 days ago, and her neighbor is selling their house and they just got like 500K for it cash. And my sister's neighborhood is not that expensive. It should not be. But the rates are so high right now. And I told her, I was like, on my drive home, our dad passed away in 2021. I audibly heard my dad say, tell Holly to sell her house. So, and she believes in this kind of stuff. So I texted her and I was like, hey, sorry to be sharing this, but dad said for you to, sell your house. And then I picked a card from Micah's deck to confirm it. And we got this card. So this is the last time I got this card. And it was for her to sell her house. So Spirit is telling her that this is the time where she has 4 kids. She could make a ton of money off of this sale. Granted, it might be hard to find another house where it's a lower price because everything is so high right now. My niece just texted me, can you pull cards for me or over the phone? Let me just text her real fast. Filming, BRB. Yes. Okay. See, isn't it so cool how kids are woke and they're wanting these card pulls? I love it. Okay. Side note, she's in college. She's my oldest niece. She's amazing. But my sister's being guided to sell her house. So I think this message is for somebody out there. What are you debating on doing? What do you need guidance on? What keeps popping up into your head? I need to get a divorce. Do I need to move? Do I need to start eating healthier? Do I need to stop watching something? Do I need to exercise? Whatever it is, pull back your energy and go and do it. Okay? Take action. And maybe when you rest and you take that little mini vacation in your mind, you're going to hear everything more clearly. We have love is all around you. Make a plan to save money and more will come. Yeah. So selling my sister's house, that would be an amazing way to save more money. She's making a plan. Okay. If we sell it for 510, this is how much we could pocket. This is how much we can put towards the college funds for the kids. This is how much we can put for a down payment on our new house. So you're energetically on paper acting as if it's happened, then what? What plan are you making to save money so that more can come in? I got a download the other day on my Awaken Your Magic call for all of the women in that group. It's my online community. It's $44 a month. Go over there and join. If you want readings each month, live coaching calls, we share our stories in there. It's just a baseline group where you just feel supported in the small moments throughout your day, like the little synchronicities. And then we get on coaching calls and then we go deeper into your limiting beliefs, what's blocking you. So one of the messages that I got, shoot, it just slipped my mind. It was about money. What was it about money? We were talking about how we were looking at our limiting beliefs, and two of the girls were talking about how their parents, that's what it was, about how their parents used to sneak them money. They'd be like, don't tell dad, here's some money. And what that does to your psyche is that then tells you that you can't be seen having money. And that's a whole nother limiting belief that you have to pluck out of your system. So we really, when we're making a plan to save money, and when we're looking to invest in ourselves and really feel into, all right, what would it feel like to have this money? And once I receive the money, like if my sister were to sell her house and then she would get the money, that doesn't need to be all that it is. You can keep receiving. It can be another wave of abundance. A lot of people think when they get a drop in, a manifestation of money, that they think that's it for a while. No, change your belief. Expect more to keep coming. Okay. Don't think that this is it, because it's really blocking, like it'll really block you from calling in more. When I just launched my coaching program, I noticed that my mind did that. I got a large sum of money in a week from all the signups and all the people booking, even people booking one-on-ones with me. And I was like, wow, the universe just dropped a large sum, a large wave into my life. And I was like, oh, it doesn't have to stop here. It can keep going. And then the next week I made more. But the old me used to say, oh, it's here and that's it. And now I got to wait a while for the next drop in. No, don't tell yourself that. Make a plan to save more and unpack your beliefs around money. Do you feel like you have to hide it? Do you feel like you can't tell people? Rewire yourself and say, it's safe to receive now. And it can come in waves and multiple waves at once. Okay. And to me, the love is all around you is proof that the universe is taking care of you. You're going to start to see the synchronicities and people showing up for you, people bringing you gifts, and you're going to be like, I feel so loved. You know, when somebody's holding a door for you, when somebody's buying you a snack, maybe they're dropping off flowers to your house, maybe you're sick and they're dropping off little like gifts for you. You know, think about in childhood how maybe you didn't get that kind of attention, but now that you're spiritually awakened, you've opened yourself up to receive universal love, which means God and the universe uses strangers, people, children, animals to bring you what you need when you need it. So love is all around you. When I created this card, it was that. It was take note. Don't think that because your partner is not giving you love, that you shouldn't appreciate the love from a best friend or a stranger holding the door for you. It all counts as love. Okay. Itch in my nose. My guides always make my nose itch in my readings. All right, what else? Love it. I love when they confirm what we're talking about. 777, money is on the way. I was kind of hoping we get the 888 card, but there's still some time. So when you make a plan, that money will show up. So remember, that's not the end of it. More is on the way. Horse spirit is here to bring momentum. Yes, the momentum builds. It does not have to stop. This money is going to arrive because someone rested. If you've been napping a lot lately, if you've been resting a lot, you're about to receive some money. And it could be physical dollar bills. It could be a gift card. It could be a new credit card. It could be a new line of credit, a loan. It could be a family member, an inheritance. Co-create your days. I created this card because a lot of people wake up and they go with the day, right? They go with, oh, I don't know what today's going to be like. I'm just kind of like going to see what happens. Absolutely not. You're waking up every day and you're asking the universe to make the day the way you want it to be. Universe, can you help me get this project done? Can you have this person call me? Can you bring me some unexpected magic? Can you bring me a miracle? Can you bring me a money miracle? I would love to see myself having so much fun and laughing with somebody unexpectedly today. So you're putting it out there what you want your day to look like. If you want to be productive, universe, jump in my body and make me productive today. You can ask for anything. Wherever your attention is going, that's where your energy is going to start flowing. Okay. So you can kind of unconsciously, not unconsciously, you can ask for something and then expect to be unconsciously guided to do those things. Yes, we're in charge of our day. Yes, we're in charge of our schedule, but sometimes it's fun to do an intuitive day and to not have a plan and then to see that, oh my gosh, everything I asked for this morning ended up happening. Okay, your soul is calling you to level up. This Lionsgate portal, oh, I can just feel the breeze. It feels so good, you guys. I love fall weather in New Jersey. The smell, oh, I got to get a pumpkin candle. The smell of pumpkin. It is just, I'm not like a typical Starbucksy pumpkin girl. It's like the fall thing. I'm not really into that, but I love the smell of pumpkin. I love to have pumpkin candles. Hold the line. So I just heard when your soul is calling you to level up, you know, you have to take risks. So the frog spirit is saying take a vacation. Well, you have to learn to pull back your energy and say no to certain things, which is risky because your ego is going to say, well, Michelle, I have to get this done. Like I need to do this. If I don't do this, who's going to do it? How's it ever going to get done? And this is you starting to trust yourself. You trust that if I don't do it right now, I trust myself to do it later. And when you hold the line, that's kind of like you trusting life to bring you these manifestations, to bring you your next steps. And when you can trust yourself to get the laundry done later, right? Or the assignment, maybe you have a project that's due tomorrow at 1 p.m. for work and it's 2 p.m. today and you're tired, but your mind is saying, we got to get it done. We got to get it done. But you're like, I can't, I'm too tired. You have to trust that if you rest right now, maybe you get like a 2-hour nap in, by tonight, you could wake up with all of this energy and all this inspiration to create that project for tomorrow. And you trust that I will be moved to get it done because everything always works out for me. Everything always gets done when I need it to get done. And when you believe that, you actually manifest that. You create that. That's co-creating your day. Because you're going to have these moments where you're going to wake up and you're going to be tired. You know, I started to film a couple videos the other day and I was like stuttering in every video. And I'm like, I think I'm not supposed to film right now. And I just did all this work to prepare myself to get ready. I had the whole house set up for it. And I'm like, I can't talk. Spirit is telling me no. So I ended up, you know, closing my computer. I just sat on my back deck and rested. So sometimes we have to surrender like that. We have to trust that if I didn't film, my mind was telling me, Michelle, you have all this time today. You don't have any client calls for the rest of the day. You got to get this filming in because then you have to edit it and then you got to get them out for, you know, a video almost every other day. My mind was telling me that story, but we have to surrender and say, okay, if I don't do it today, I trust, you know, I'll be inspired to create videos another day. Or it won't hurt my channel's growth and people won't be, you know, looking for my videos if I, you know, skip a couple days. I have to trust that everything will be okay. Wow. You're being admired online and another money card. Money is on the way. Yay. I can feel that energy for some of you. Some of you have been through such a drought recently. And it's your time to shine, I just heard. Remember, it does not have to be the end of it. Dream job is on the way. Okay, I just got a message for somebody that if you are in a relationship, if you're in an environment that you feel stuck in, or you feel like you just know you're not in your highest, your soul is calling you to level up and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, the money won't come until you do it. When the universe sees you taking action to take care of yourself, that's when the new job arrives. That's when the money arrives. That's when the next step arrives. Recently in my life, there was a toxic relationship in my life and I totally cut the cord on it and I let it go. And then a few months later, I had my biggest earning month. So it was like, wow, that was holding me back. That was distracting me. It was consuming my thoughts. It was consuming my energy. I was always wondering what the person was doing and how it was going to affect me in the future. And I was trying to plan my future around this person. And as soon as I cut the cord, I was like, finally I can breathe. Like I'm back with me again. You know what I mean? So like take inventory of your life. What is draining your energy? Where could you kind of cut something out and be like, I want to create something. Like I wanted to create my group coaching program, but I was feeling like I couldn't, or I felt like nobody would sign up. And I had all these blockages. And then it was because I was distracted. I was focused on something else and it was an energy drain. So really look at your life and think, what is draining my energy? If you had a pie chart in front of you, what percentage of that pie chart would you like to be focusing on leveling your soul up? Would it be taking a course? Would it be reading books? Would it be creating content? Would it be starting your business, making the business cards, setting up the Reiki table? Where could your energy be more? Where could it take up more space on that pie chart? Whereas right now, maybe 80% of that pie chart is you thinking about a partner, or you thinking about your kids or a sibling or a parent, somebody that's just consuming your energy field. You need to flip that pie chart around. You need to shrink them and make your goals and your purpose and your leveling up a bigger section. For some reason, I love that analogy of a pie chart and really thinking about what's consuming our energy. If you had to take segments of that chart and put it in categories, for me, my YouTube channel is like 80% of it. I'm always thinking of good content to share. How can I teach more? How can I help people? And honestly, it's probably like 50% is YouTube, 30% is my clients, and then the other, what is that, 20%, is me just taking care of myself and thinking about my family. Let's see, another message. I've been meaning to book a Reiki appointment, and I think this was my sign too. See, people are following their nudges. Their soul is calling them to level up. They're listening. So that's a message for you. If you've been feeling like you want to work with me, if you've been feeling like you want to work with a healer, somebody locally, take action, send the message and just say, you know what? I need to book the appointment. I got to do this for myself, because you're a magician. This is the next card we got. You can co-create anything. But sometimes your spiritual growth, you guys, is a letting go. It's not attaining. When you're growing spiritually, you're literally not attaining anything. You're getting insights. There's only two ways to grow: insights and suffering. So we either suffer so bad that we learn the lesson, or we get insights from content like this, from teachers, from healers. And we have to seek the insight. Some people don't seek it and then they suffer, and then that's how they learn it. But if you actively seek it and you reach out and book appointments, you're most likely avoiding suffering in the future, because you're actively choosing to heal and to grow. And healing is letting go. You're letting go of the layers. Like pretend like this flannel for me, say it was a flannel, every single box on this flannel holds an awful trauma from my past, right? And each time I go and seek out an appointment with a healer, with a reader, with a coach, you are letting go of one of those boxes. You're letting go of a jacket. You're taking it off and you're becoming more of who you are. And here's the kicker. You can't control when the jacket comes off. You just have to be diligent with your practices. Meditating, journaling, tracking the happenings, working with a coach, unpacking things, having more awareness, gaining more awareness. And then all of a sudden on a Thursday morning, you wake up and you're like, wow, I'm not triggered as much as I used to be. Or I just am not bothered by this anymore. Or I feel like a little bit more free. Or I'm not worried about the future. You're just more relaxed. That's an ego death. You've taken off a jacket. You've taken off, you dropped off a cinder block, a box. You're just like, I'm free. You're becoming more of you. And we're wearing all of these coats and coats and coats of trauma, and we just have to slowly take them off. But when you send a text and you actively ask to be helped and say, you know what, I'm ready to take a coat off, that's exactly what's happening. You're saying, I'm ready to manifest more by letting go of more of who I'm not. Remember, spiritual growth can only happen two ways: suffering or insight. And insight is awareness. You're learning about yourself and what you're not. 10-10, the cycle is completing. That letting go is a completion energy. You're saying no more. I choose better for myself. Look for the breadcrumbs from the universe. Yep. Within 2 weeks, ask your angels. Your angels are asking you to use them. So there's breadcrumbs coming. Something is coming in 2 weeks, and I almost just put this underneath my 777 money is coming card. They keep tickling my throat. BRB. Cheers. Whew. They were messing with my throat chakra. Within 2 weeks, the money is coming. Look for the breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs could be somebody else getting money around you, kind of like a birds before land energy. You're seeing your manifestation happen to others. Do not get jealous. That just means you're a vibrational match. You know, we're always drawn to other people who we are like attracts like. So if somebody's getting a manifestation around you, you're next. Okay? You are next. Your soul tribe is coming. Come out of your cave. Yeah. Heck yes. Heck yes. That's your dream job. You're going to meet your soul tribe at your dream job, whatever that is, whatever you want to do. You're coming out of your cave, meaning you're leaving this old life. The cave represents the costume. It's the jacket. You're coming out of that. Change is here. I'm so proud of myself that I created this deck. It is so cool that it tells a whole story. You guys should buy this deck. It's freaking awesome. It's on my, it's in my description box, the link. I don't get much of the profit, which is totally fine. I get like a little bit of a portion of it. I just want you guys to have the magic. Free your mind. Some people are like, what does that mean, Michelle? What do you mean by free your mind? I mean, imagine there's a bird in a cage, and that bird is your ego. And it's, can you hear the birds? And they're chirping and they're telling you you're not good enough. You have to be enough. You have to be prettier. You have to be fitter. You have to be stronger. You have to be more spiritually awakened. That is the costume. You're letting it go. You're freeing it. You're saying, mind, see ya. Here's the cage. We're opening the door. Get on out of here. You know, because you're the soul. You're the soul behind the mind. You're observing those thoughts and you're saying, that's not who I am. I'm going to drop into my body and see that those thoughts are not me. Anytime you guys are judging, comparing, trying to force an outcome, trying to control your life, trying to control somebody else, trying to find the perfect place to live, you're in ego. When you are in ego, you are trying to drive the car. And spirit is saying, get your butt in the back seat. I have the wheel. Get out of the front seat. So you have to be mindful throughout the day, and you catch yourself going, oh, wow, I was just trying to control an outcome. I was just trying to figure out how to make more money. I was just, you know, frustrated, and I was thinking that my body's not as fit as that girl. You know, a lot of my clients have those thoughts about their body. I work with mostly women, and they have such conditioning around what they look like. And I try to help them see that how they feel in their skin is the most important piece. When your nervous system is relaxed and you're trauma free and you're going through ego death after ego death, you're dropping off the jackets, you're not judging yourself anymore. Your nervous system is so relaxed that the weight that you used to carry falls away. And then you end up having the fittest body ever that you've ever had at the oldest age that you are, because you finally learned that it was all about your trauma. So when you're in alignment and feeling good, your body aligns to where it needs to be to function properly. So it's really wild how when you're fully on a healing journey and you're committing to reaching out and asking for regular sessions, you stop getting sick. You stop having injuries because your body is like, finally, we got you where we wanted you. We were making you get sick. We were causing injuries because you weren't fully listening to us. So when you finally listen to the soul, the body stops hurting. And then the body aligns, and then it looks really good because you're feeling really good. And it all comes from freeing the mind. You're not running on ego. You're trusting that when you take care of you and you invest in yourself and you seek out these appointments to learn about yourself, that's when the body aligns and you become the butterfly. I was on a call the other day with a wonderful woman, and we were talking about her husband and how he's clinging, and she wants to get a divorce, and he's clinging, and he's this caterpillar, and he's needing to transform into the butterfly, and he's not wanting change. He doesn't want to change, and she has to let it go. She's got to say, hey, buddy, you can fly. You just don't know it. And you keep clinging to me, and you're never going to find out until you let go. So he's going to eventually have to let go of the partnership to really see his wings, to really see his color, to see what he's made of. And who knows, he could then go off and fly and be so happy in his life and be feeling good, become really financially abundant with his gifts. And then he could fly back to her and be like, I'm so sorry that I treated you that way. I didn't think I could do it. And now I can. And now I really love myself. And now I want to do life with you in this new way. Right? Some people, that happens in some relationships, they go off and they separate. And then sometimes, they're just not the right person and you're meant to separate. Sit tight, things are being moved for you. All right, we're going to do some tarot. I just got quick guidance. Did you guys see that? You're not even going to believe it. You're not even going to believe it. Yes, you will. Financial freedom is coming. You guys, we have 3 money cards for this Lionsgate portal. And then heal yourself, you help others heal. Also, I just want to revert back to, I forget what reading it was. There was a reading, I think it was for the full moon? There was a reading I did where we got all 4 money cards. We got the 777, we got the 888, we got the money is on the way, and we got the financial freedom. And I was holding them up as my thumbnail. What reading was that? Was that for the full moon? But anyway, I filmed that reading and I myself had my highest earning month. So during that time when I was filming it, money was still coming in. And I was like, oh my gosh, this message was for me. This was so cool. I hope other people are experiencing this. And now we just got 3 more. We got money's on the way, 777, and financial freedom. So I would not be surprised if you guys had a week like me, if you get like a massive opportunity for more money. And it's because you're stepping away from something that is blocking you, that is holding you down. It feels like your feet are stuck in mud. Get yourself out, unstuck yourself. God says, just do it. And when you heal yourself, you help others heal. So when you take action to get Reiki, to work with a coach, to work with me and the women in my coaching program or my online community, Awaken Your Magic, when you choose to do something different, your life changes. And it's because you're finally, the person that you're working with is helping you see all the jackets that you've been wearing. And you're taking them off and you're coming more you, you're becoming more you. And then all of a sudden you start to receive more that's a match to you, which is money. So the reason why you're in lack and scarcity and not receiving money is because you're still wearing too many costumes. You're still hiding underneath. I just saw the raccoon card. The raccoon card is you're wearing a mask. You're not fully allowing yourself to be seen. But I also want to offer some comfort to you guys because I know I struggled with being seen and speaking my truth and speaking to groups. I was abused as a kid and I was hit. So when I would speak my truth, what would happen? I would get hit. So my adult body was remembering that trauma, but I didn't have memory of it. So I didn't know why I was so scared to talk to, people, authorities or adults or other people, my peers. I could talk to kids all day long. Kids were fine. I wasn't scared of kids. I was scared of adults. And I was afraid of my peers and authority figures and principals and all those things. Like I could just never talk at the school I taught at. If it was like a parent assembly or something, no way. And I always wondered, like, why do I have this fear? And it's because when I was little, that happened to me. So I give you guys total, hugs and comfort and, patience on your journey. If you're trying to start a business and you have to be seen like me, and I have to be out there speaking and put my face on social media, that can be really hard for somebody who's had something traumatic happen to them. So be very, very gentle with yourself. You know, you might have traumas that you don't even remember. And that's why working with a healer and a coach can be helpful, because we can help. You know, the universe wants you to uncover these things under somebody's umbrella, under somebody's wing, right? You want to be with people where you feel safe. You don't want to be uncovering these things all by yourself. It's very, very scary. So when you heal yourself, you start to release more of those jackets. You see more of your trauma. You see, wow, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened to me. I can't believe, you know, this person did this to me and hurt me. I was only 5 years old, or I was only 10 years old, or I can't believe these kids bullied me. And you really start to feel sorry for the little girl or boy who was being treated that way, and you were stuck in that reality. You were stuck going to that school every day. You were stuck going home to that same house with the same abuse over and over and over again, right? Like, let's honor that. But also, now that you're out of it and you're watching this video, don't attach to that, right? You're not in that reality anymore. We want to get you out of that reality. But what's happened is your subconscious mind is used to that. So it has manifested a marriage, a job, a current reality right now that mimics that energy. So when you work with a healer or a coach like me, we help you see that you've manifested this bubble of the same childhood environment. And we have to take the costume off, right? Once we take the costume off, then the universe pops you out of that bubble, and it brings you all new people. It brings you a soul tribe. It brings you a community. It brings you money, because you're now saying, I'm a match to that life, which is your dream life. You're no longer a match to the bubble of your childhood, which for most people who've had trauma, it's shame, it's guilt, it's embarrassment, it's not wanting to be seen, it's you want to hide, you don't feel worthy of having anything, you were smushed, you were silenced. So your soul mission is to recognize the bubble that you've manifested now in your adult life and see that treatment and be like, I don't deserve that. I deserve the money. I deserve the partnership. I want better. Why did I settle for this? Why did I just go with whoever gave me attention, or go with the easiest job because I thought it was the least amount of work? No, you want to work. You want to work hard at something that adds value to the world. And you're finally, this week, during this Lionsgate portal, you are opening your eyes and you're saying, holy shit, I can see everything so clearly, because the costumes are coming off, the raccoon, the mask is coming off. And now you're like, God says, just do it. Now I got to leave these situations. And that's where having a coach and a community is important, because as you take these steps to break out of that bubble and to take off the costume, it can be very vulnerable and it can be scary. Like I told you, I had traumas where being seen, I was so scared. I literally had panic attacks and I needed support. I needed to take a fear course to learn about it all. So we have to surround ourselves with community as we're waking up, because the wake up can be really brutal when we really see what we've been through, and it's startling and it's sad. And it's so sad that half of our world has been through that. You know what I mean? Like being a child and not feeling safe in your body, or being a child and not feeling safe to go home, or not feeling safe to go to school because of the kids and how they treat you, or the teachers. So it's so important when we talk about healing. The purpose of it is to see more of what you're not. The bubble that you've created is not who you are, right? That part of you was smushed in childhood, and now we're pulling that little child out and we're saying, who are you? What did you come here to do? What brings you joy? What can we go eat? What drink can we drink that's really yummy and it makes us feel good? What candles can we burn that smell really nice? What eucalyptus can we put on our table just because we like it? We're rediscovering life in a new way from the inner child's perspective. And that's what healing is, because you go to bed with you every night. You get to wake up with you every morning. You get to eat lunch with you every afternoon. How do you want your experience to be? This was a really powerful message right now, that you guys are being called to really see your childhood, see how it's manifested now, choose differently, Hire a coach, be in a community as you walk your way out of it, and then get really excited because you're going to start to have all of these beautiful experiences where you're living the life of your dreams and you're actually happy and you don't have millions. And maybe you don't have all the expensive things and tangible things. You're just internally like finally at peace, knowing that that $1,000,000 is going to come and you're going to be happy and you're not going to be scared to lose it because you've already not had it. So you know the extremes of not having money and you're still staying neutral because you're like, that doesn't bring me happiness. Inner peace and calm and not being triggered by people and places, that is, freeing the mind. That is ultimate happiness. I don't even remember what I just said. They were channeling right through me. I almost didn't film tonight. Wow, King of Swords. I can't see. Glasses, I just was looking for them and they were on my head. Do not judge me. Did you guys see me go and look for them? Okay. Intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic, receiving wise advice. So somebody's masculine is seeking advice from a counselor. Remain objective and fair-minded, public speaking, communicate clearly, unemotional relationships, or being emotionally unavailable. So the King of Swords is all about his mental space. He's not very connected. The King of Cups is very connected. He's emotional. He's tapped into his feelings. This guy's stuck in his head, kind of like, woe is me. But I think this is a message that that person in your reality, he's the caterpillar, right? He needs to go through this painful moment to wake him up, to stop being like this. Look at the photo. He's like, life sucks, right? Which you don't want to surround yourself with somebody that thinks that all the time because you're here. You just worked so hard to get out of all your traumas. You're like, heck no, I am not spending time with somebody who is not going to appreciate the breeze, a candle burning, yummy food. If anything, they're going to have comments, the fact about like what you're doing with your day. And you do not want anyone commenting on all of that. Wow, fast communication, the 8 of Wands, it's fireworks. I just heard somebody's going to be showing up at your door and they're going to be confessing their love. They're going to be apologizing for maybe being this way towards you. Maybe you're going to meet somebody new and it's going to be fireworks. You're going to know instantly. It says too much going on, stress caused by many positive opportunities, unexpected events or rapid changes, the ability to multitask and business travel. I think somebody's going to be coming towards you. They want to be around you. They want to meet you. They want to feel you. Could also mean you're traveling for work. For some people, they are traveling for work, and this is a great time for you to unpack why you feel like this in your life. You're moving out of this energy and you're no longer being the King of Swords. You want to be the King of Cups. You want to be the King of Wands. He's passionate about his career. Yeah, they're leaving. 10 of Swords, the end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both. The opportunity for new happiness, a weight off your shoulders, the end of an addiction, a melodramatic reaction. So somebody's got their bags packed and they're heading out. They're like, I'm done. I'm sending my spouse on their way. I'm on my way. I am ready for more. I am no longer going to surround myself with somebody who can't see the beauty in life. Because you guys know, if we match energy, if we're living with somebody, we match their energy. We become who we hang out with the most. So this might be the portal where you feel like you're like, oh shit, I got to take action. I have to do it now. How am I going to do this? And that's when you need support. And you know what will happen? The universe will show up. It'll bring you a place to stay. It'll bring that person a place to stay. Something will just open up organically. It'll be so effortless. And that's how you know it's meant to be. The Strength card. Leo energy, Lionsgate. Of course, we get a lion card for Lionsgate. Beautiful angel behind him. Personal power and assertiveness portrayed with kindness. Compassion that brings about forgiveness. Realizing that you're stronger than you knew. And I just heard that unforgiveness is the worst form of self-abuse. So when you are not forgiving somebody, it is self-abuse. You are abusing yourself because you're hurting yourself by not letting that go. So have compassion, forgive a situation, forgive a person, see that every person in your movie, they are that. They are just a character in your movie that we're showing you. They were trying to show you more of your costume, right? So if everybody's us pushed out, and we're seeing somebody that's not treating us well, where is that in us? Maybe they have a lot of fear. Maybe they're the caterpillar, right? They're not wanting to transform. Well, there's a little piece of you that has also been sitting on transformation, and you haven't been taking the step. And maybe right now during this portal, you're like, screw it. I'm signing up. I'm, working with a healer. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to eat better. And then use the strength card to activate that version of you, and then you become the butterfly, and guess what happens? You're no longer a match to the old caterpillar because you took off that costume. You're not a caterpillar anymore, so you can't be married to that caterpillar. You are now the butterfly. Now, if that person wants to transform with you and then they become a butterfly, then you guys can fly together. But if they're not willing to transform, you have to keep going. Did we get the butterfly card? Yeah, we did. Okay. I was like, why am I talking about butterflies? Yeah, ego death. Woohoo! You're cutting the cord, you're cutting the chains of that old life. So the ego is your costume, it's your jacket, right? Remember, it's everything that you're not. The illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness, addictions, or unhealthy habits. I just also remembered another client call that I'm going to use as an example, because we were noticing that she was wanting to make change in her relationship, but she was never imagining the perfect outcome. She was never imagining that this person would be okay with it. So I told her, I said, start seeing this person packing up their things. Start seeing this. They're packing, they're putting things in their car, they're leaving your house. If that's what you want to see them doing those things. You want to put that in your imagination, like, oh, this is possible. I can see this happening. So you don't have to think about their personality agreeing with it. You just have to see them taking action, doing it. And a lot of times that opens up an energetic doorway for the universe to align it to you, because it's seeing, oh, wow, she's seeing herself as single. She's seeing herself as somebody leaving, right? She's seeing somebody literally leaving her house with bags and boxes. So the universe will then have to align that. It's just how things work. Whatever we are imagining, we are creating. So if you want an outcome, you guys, if you want a different job, if you want a different partner, start to see that person or that job leaving your reality. What does that look like? What does it feel like? Does it feel like excitement and you're cooking your first meal with that person not in your house? And they're not commenting on how you're doing or what you're doing, and they're not checking in with you every 5 seconds. You're completely free. Maybe you're getting in your car thinking that you're going to drive to the old job, and you're like, thank God I don't have to drive to that job anymore. And you're driving down different streets, or maybe you're going to get a coffee and then you're coming back home because you work from home now. And you're seeing yourself doing these things. This is how we manifest. Okay. And then the manifestation will drop in when we take a costume off. When we say, okay, I am not a match to that universe. I am ready for the new. I can hold it. I have the strength. I can speak up and fight the battle and say, I want better for myself. I'm not going to back down. I feel really strong right now. Okay, final card. Oh my gosh. We got the 10 of Pentacles, you guys. Ultimate joy, ultimate fulfillment, financial security for yourself and your family, inheritance or retirement. Remember I said earlier, somebody's going to be getting an inheritance. Peace and contentment in your life, honoring family traditions, pride in the family tree, passing on knowledge. So you're taking whoever is leaving this version of your childhood, you're saying, I'm done with this cycle. I'm breaking this ancestral pattern in my family. And, you know, as a woman, we are not going to settle. We are going to choose what's best for us. We're not going to allow somebody to tell us what to do or how to be, or maybe we're not going to let somebody cling to us and make us the provider for them. We are breaking that cycle. We're breaking the chain of our family line, and we're creating the abundant life now. Maybe the pattern is lack in your family. Maybe nobody's ever been abundant, and you are breaking through those money beliefs. You're seeing how money was used in your family, maybe as secrecy, or maybe you couldn't talk about the money. Maybe somebody abused money. Maybe somebody always just felt like they didn't have enough. You're cutting that ego chain. You're taking off that costume, that money costume that you inherited, where it doesn't feel safe to talk about it, to have it. And now look what you're building, this pillar of abundance. You're finally building that stable life that you've always wanted, but it's because you healed yourself. You took the step to not stay the same. You did not stay the caterpillar. You're like, screw this. I am strong. I am the lion, and I am taking action. I deserve better. And this is what I want for myself. And if you guys want to get here, you have to go through this. You have to release the ego. The ego is a great friend. We need it. You know, it helps us pick out our clothing. It's our personality. It keeps us from driving off the road. But when the ego is comparing, controlling, forcing, criticizing, judging, that is keeping you in your pattern, and it's not going to allow the abundance to drop in. But as soon as you recognize the patterns of how you think and how your parents felt and how they thought about certain things, and you cut that cord, you let it go, you walk away from relationships, jobs, environments that are not healthy for you, like the 10 of Swords. It's an ending, a sweet ending to the new beginning, like my little artwork here. When you energetically step away from something that's been pulling on your energy, you're creating a whole new pillar of money just to drop in. They just gave me a visual of this pillar's open at the top, and the universe is dropping money in, kind of like a Connect Four kind of vibe. Like the coins are dropping in every time you take off a costume, every time you awaken, every time you choose to not wait for the suffering to happen. You go towards the insight. You're like, I want to grow more. I want to be more aware. I want to work with a coach. I want to elevate my life. And you can't do it alone. I've tried, you guys, and it was such an awful experience. And then I found my mentor in 2018, and it was like everything clicked into place. I finally had somebody who loved me and cared about me and would reach out to me on my birthday. And she gave me so much love that I didn't get my whole life. And it was one person that was giving me this love. But she gave me the juice to keep going when I wanted to give up and I didn't want to be here anymore. So she came along my path so perfectly. And if you're feeling guided, if you're feeling the nudge to contact somebody, to join something, please honor it. Your soul is literally leading you somewhere that's going to help you navigate your next step in life. It's going to help you bring in that new money and that new job and that new person and this new life. But if you don't take action on the nudges, you stay the same. You're staying and you keep wearing the same jacket every day. Okay, so we have to follow the nudges and really like say, I'm ready. Change is here. Bring it, universe. I'm going to do it. I know I don't have the money. I'm going to put it on a credit card. I know I can create this back. I have faith in myself. Let's do it. And you just jump in both feet. Okay. I'm sending you so much love. This was so good. Happy 888, which is one of my favorite numbers ever. I love it. My dad passed away at 8:18 p.m. I have a couple friends who have the birthday of August 18th, which is 8:18. So high five to you. You know who you are. My birthday is 8:19. Also, if you want to support me on my birthday, I have my Amazon wish list below. Whatever you order or want to buy, it'll just get shipped right to my house. You don't have to do anything. It's just a little like donation. I essentially made it for my friends and my family and my mentor. She just texted me. She's like, what do you want for your birthday? And I just sent her my list, and it's so much easier. I highly recommend you guys all do that for yourselves. Create a list of all the things that you would just love to get, you know, even if it's a candle, if it's eucalyptus. People are so kind and they just want to give back, and it just gives them an opportunity to really give you what you're going to use. So No pressure, but if you feel called, if you want to donate in that way with a gift, I would love that. I'm again sending you so much love. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Let me know if there's any other videos or content you want me to create to assist you on your journey. And then if you want to work with me, everything is in the comments below. I will see you all in the next one. Happy 888. All right, peace out.